Hi guys, it's Jason here with you for another video, and today we are breaking down the Oregon Cal game from Friday night. Man, what a ball game. What a ball game. Definitely watched it every play. I didn't have to work, like I said earlier, but really much of emotions. I think at halftime I wanted Elvis fired. I've been down 31-14 at halftime. Cal had the lead. Cal stretched that lead to 34-14 in the third quarter, but Oregon storms back and makes it a 34-28 ball game. After three quarters, 34-24 actually. No, it was 34-27. Makes it into a game, goes into overtime, tied at 42, tied at 42, and Oregon just couldn't get it done. It loses 52-49. Justin Herbert throws a pick on the only turnover in the game, seals up the victory for Cal. So a lot to talk about. Defense giving up once again 600 yards. It's getting quite repetitive. I believe if we don't fall down 20 points, we win this ballgame. Because we shut them out for the most half on 31 points given up in the first two quarters by this defense, and only 22 in overtime and the second half. So I thought the defense played extremely better in the second half. I know you guys probably don't see it and whatnot. But third quarter, you look at the Cal drive chop, 2 3-and-outs, and they score a touchdown. They got a field goal in that quarter, so that Cal offense was really struggling in that third quarter. But big runs for Oregon really helped him out in that third quarter. Tony James had a 43-yard run, and scored a 2-yard touchdown, and whatnot. So, why did Oregon lose this ball game? First off, 31 points in the first half. It's one of them. You could put the blame on the defense. Cal ran 126 plays. That is ridiculous. They were 12 out of 24 on the 30 downs. Oregon only had 12 30 downs and completed 4 out of 12. That's 1/4. So Oregon's offense started out slow. Another first quarter with no points. Offense can't start slow. It has to get going. But a big reason that Oregon lost this ball game, I believe, is the 14 penalties. 14 penalties for 134. You have 450 yards as a team, but you have 134 yards. And it's at least 4 plays that wrap out big plays. 4 plays, big plays. You're talking about that Tony James run in there. The Tony James run down at the 2 wasn't a penalty. It was a bad review, really. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I did retweet something that Dr. Play tweeted out, and it's a bad play because it's clearly that he doesn't step out of bounds. So that wasn't a penalty, but Josh Griffin scores a touchdown. I want to say a 50-yard touchdown run, but that gets called back a holding penalty. I think we punted a couple plays later, so it's just inflicted wounds. Penalties are, and especially on the road, especially when you are having a full game, losing the streak, you can't have those penalties. So, offensively, I would give the offense a C plus. C plus just because that slow first half. But if you grade on that on the second half and overtime, I would say B plus. This offense really got going, really reminded us of the Marcus Mariota days and whatnot. I know Justin Herbert was really inaccurate with his deep balls, but he made a lot of good plays. He finished the day with 22 out of 40, 258, 6 touchdowns, and 1 pick. So, let me go. 6 touchdowns is the school record, but it's held by a lot of quarterbacks. Danny O'Neal, Joey Harrington did it twice. Dan Thomas did it once. Marcus Mariota did it once. Vernon Adams did it once. Outside of Vernon Adams, that played just 1 year, Danny O'Neal won a Package Trophy title. Joey Harrington won a Package Trophy title. Dan Thomas won a Package Trophy title. Marcus Mariota won a Package Trophy title. Can Justin Herbert win a Package Trophy title in its years? I believe he can. Only if we don't get rid of helmets. I know I've been really criticized of Mark Alford this year. But the way that we fought hard to get back into that ballgame, 31-14, if this team has truly quit, it would have been a blowout. It would have. There's no doubt. But we fought hard. 31-14. This game should have never been in overtime. You could say choke or whatnot, but that's ridiculous. That is absolutely a shame to call this a joke. It's a shame to say that, oh yeah, a true freshman is because the way that we lost. No, I with every game coming down to overtime or not score points, it's never come to that. Okay, and when I say that is there's always plays that you could have it back, and this was that Herbert wants back and whatnot. With Herbert crying. Let me get to this. Herbert cried after this last pick. I have no issue with that. This is a 18-year-old kid from Eugene. He grew up in Eugene. He went to Southern High School. This kid cares. Okay? And when he falls to his knees, who is the first person to pick him up? Mark Alford. Okay? And I don't see you fire Mark Alford. I don't. Because this team is playing hard. This team is playing for the coach and whatnot. And yes, you could point out that, oh yeah, Chip Kelly has got to this program and whatnot. Chip Kelly was a great coach. Don't get me wrong, for 4 great years. But 4 years is not this Oregon program. Okay, the Oregon program got built on Rich Rich, got built on Mike Pilati and whatnot. The reason that I love Mark Elvis is he reminds me of Mike Pilati and whatnot. But if you do fire Mark Elvis, if you do, you gotta get a home run hire. You got to. But as of now, I don't want Mark Elvis to get fired. Okay. So let's talk about the upcoming schedule and for both of these teams, Cal and Oregon. Before we get going, Cal has murderous roll. Cal's sitting at 2-2, 4-3 overall, and they might be on a 3-game losing streak. They got USC on Thursday. They go to Washington and Washington State at home, and they finish off the year at Stanford. UCLA. For Oregon, they got Arizona State next week. Good a team, 5-3. Should win. Should win. I'm not guaranteeing anything. But they should win. They got Stanford. No, they go at Utah, at USC. USC, I think, is the one game that you could say is an L for sure. Stanford at home. Stanford looks terrible. You look at Stanford, they're terrible. Oregon State on the road. Civil War. We should beat Oregon State. There's people said, oh yeah, Oregon State's rebuilding and whatnot. That's fine, but if you rebuilding this progression, there's no progression at Oregon State. There's none. Yeah, you gotta say Oregon's regression, but Oregon's at the same state. You gotta call it a rebuild. I don't wanna, but we're not gonna be down for long. Not gonna be down. So Oregon gets Arizona State next week. I'll have a video for you guys on Wednesday, and enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the Walking Dead tonight, and go Ducks.